audio man in here, and I couldn't show you.
Listen, folks, sometimes we do things on the fly. And that's what this pistol round's going to be. Space Soldiers versus NiP, obviously on Mirage. We've got 2 kills already. It's a 3-man situation for NiP. Got themselves the plant, sure, so some kind of a win thus far in the pistol. But how much more, really? It is nice that they've gotten themselves these couple of kills. It's still into the hands of Space Soldiers. You'd still think they can get this retake rolling. The problem being, of course, is they've actually now lost a lot of health on one of their 3 remaining guys. Speaking of losing things, though, Lekro goes down, and he would really need to stay up in that moment because Rez is nowhere to be found. And despite the bomb being planted for him, he has 16 health. The timing's going to be figured out right here with eyes towards connector, and that's a pistol round done.
Yeah, it was an open plant, but I think even if he made that big flank, the bomb wasn't planted optimally, and we saw Calyx abusing the triple box because they knew that no one probably now for Space Soldiers to have to save. Setting up for a fast execute, good time to probably change the tempo. Paz will be the first man standing.
Flashbang, not going to assault it right away, but Paz can't make the most of the opportunity. Still, the kills begin to trickle in as you get headshots. Gunray, sure enough, tries to throw a wrench into the works, and it does distract Calyx for long enough for him to be traded out. Major, the Opper up close. Pops also the shotgun, apparently. A gut punch into Lekro and a further. Now it's off the timing. Waiting for the grenades to be thrown out yet again. This is nice. This was a great little creep. They've shown no sign as to why they would be here until the bomb sound is heard. And Rez takes a duel just in that instance, puts it on Zantares, and it is 12 health left for Rez. A terrifying situation for him with this man in front. A clutch that could very easily go his way. The bomb not planted for ramp whatsoever either. So this is not going to make the job of Rez any easier. He's going to have to rush forward, you'd think. And he's not even going to make the play. Big balls on Zantares, and he'll get the kill as well.
He knew because he moved into that 1v2 so quickly, there was nearly 100% of his kills have been headshots at this point, but an instrumental part of every round here for Space Soldiers, and they are showing no signs of slowing down.
Zantares currently holds a 208 world, but this would be a whole new height. 2 players pinned behind boxes, knows where one is at least, and he wins the duel immediately. He is sitting on enough health to do this. 79 at this moment.
I think he's actually quite confident right now that he's cleared right side sight. So now the smoke's going to go down. That'll definitely bait a peek, and he can catch the cross here as he just waits for players to go onto the bomb. Oh, he's going to pretend like he hasn't tapped. And at this point, with the time ticking low, he's got to finally do that. Now, they're going out wide. First player goes down. He's going to get back on the bomb. The spray hasn't come out quite yet. And Zantares gets the frag as well. Will he be able to defuse? He has enough time. Oh my God.
So close. So close. And despite his best efforts, this little creep from Lekro at the bottom of mid, a smoke that's meant to deny get right in entry, but it will be the headshot of Calyx instead. He decides to go right through it, charges onwards.
Man, he oriented himself really quickly, huh?
Yeah.
Getting up on that dresser. Seemed like he was ready to get that entry.
He's got his dancing shoes on. And Paz continues to hold catwalk. He has been very patiently here with his teammates rotating between market and the bomb site itself, so he must be aware of a potential contact, and he definitely hears Forrest moving around inside the ladder room. Now, this should be a second player confirmed, and he's not able to get the kills, but the damage is significant, and Calyx's position, despite low health, could very easily catch a player off guard, and if he's lucky, maybe 2. Zantares will draw the attention away, chipping at the health of NiP as they enter the site, but it is checked unsuccessfully. Rez goes down, and Calyx strikes for the double.
That's amazing. That is a spot that is so... NiP missed that timing, and it was only a small window in the first place.
Very fast T-side. Look at them go. Space Soldiers already thrown out the window of the apartments. Lekro to the back door of Market sees that they flooded forward, but it will, of course, be Dennis with the first kill. An anchor in the pistol rounds of NiP. He and Lekro continuously standing side by side again. It is now Zantares who's died, but with the bomb planted, they are waiting for NiP to come moving forward, and Calyx could get the double. However, he is denied. It is Engine, alone and isolated as 3 CTs come stampeding forward. He too will drop, giving NiP
a chance on the defense.
It's so interesting to think about this site as a site that you would retake, but on a pistol round where there's so little utility, there's not like an op in the site to make sure that no one can come out of market. It might make sense to, like, Space Soldiers got so much map control really early on. NiP just started coming out with the kills immediately thereafter.
Fast clash to the top of mid, cleaned up by Forest. A bunch of terrorists cut down like trees. Dennis seals the deal.
I like that.
The only remaining primary gun, it is the back of Paz that has been scattered with CZ shots, which is good enough to deny some kind of mid control. It does force the player there to wrap all the way around through spawn, but it does still give Space Soldiers a 3v3. This is a dangerous plant. Excellent shot from Dennis. He gets the support player down, not the planter, who will have further support because that rotator has arrived. So the bomb's not down, the job's not done. But at least it hasn't been lost. Thrown out into the open. Great shot from Lekro. Better one from Forest, because now this clutch is very winnable. He has the health advantage, and he knows that Calyx was just seen on the site. It's timing. How do they play the timing? Because Calyx could fake a B rotate, or he could legit just go.
Just gonna walk right into it. Oh, almost crouches under the crosshair of Forest, but redemption for the man who had such a bad...
Guns back in their hands. Remember, they just
Oh, I think it was Config, 47 kills versus Complexity on in a qualifier, but that might have been not even on LAN.
Oh, poor Dennis, so blinded by the flashbangs and the pace from Space Soldiers. Sure enough, it is put back into even keel, and Engine looks like he just wants to creep into the site. Xantares gets an excellent kill from Palace, and even though Engine's been spotted, Get Right can do nothing about it. What a wallbang straight down through the floor. Forces Forrest to go over and forces him into another disadvantageous clutch, but he has won these. Oh, and he knows the planter has just walked off site, but he can't win the fight, and that's 15 rounds for the T side.
NiP knocked off by flames, now forced back by flashes. And there you have it, folks. The bomb is down, and the retake is on. If we look at the after-plant positioning, too, it looks very good. We've got a player back behind Firebox, one inside of Sandwich, and a double ramp-up setup, which will confirm there is no long flank. So eventually, based on timing, Space Soldiers will turn all of their heads towards this swarm of ninjas. Doubling up on CT, coming two off of the staircase. They are starting to fall and starting to fumble. They nearly push this all the way back, but this is where it ends. Space Soldiers, 16-13, and NiP have fallen short.